Well, hello everybody. Danny Boy Reg, Bill Corpus Crispy. We're live for another great and exciting edition of the Sports Sanity Podcast right here on the SIN YouTube page. We appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for joining us as always. Bill, how are you doing?
Doing good today. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday for sure. 384. One step closer to 400 episodes, and it continues to be better. So we appreciate you. We love you. We thank you for always joining us. Um, Exciting show, Bill.
Yes, we do. Yeah, there's some it's conference championship weekend
Yeah.
for the NFL. We got some great games we're gonna talk about.
Yep.
We got some we got some coaching hires we're gonna discuss.
Yep.
I'm sure Raj is gonna let his feelings known about the Jets' new hire.
hmm
Um, we got some we got some news in the Otani situation.
Yeah. Big news. I got a lot to say about that, but it's
And the Hall of Fame,
yeah.
and we're gonna do some Hall of Fame talk. So
How about the Hall of Fame? I got a bone to pick with some of these writers as well, but yeah.
you know our stance on the writers, folks.
We don't have to repeat it, but we still gonna react to that. And so much more. We appreciate it. Obviously we'll start with the football, the NFL. They're doing their conference championships this weekend on Sunday. And I don't know what look, because the thing is, by the time we hit the Super Bowl, Bill, you know the Super Bowl is not really for the real football fan. It's it's like a big time event for all of America. It's like a cultural event, you
Yeah.
know,
So
for all the non-fans, the people that don't watch football, the people that don't care about football, but
this
want to be a part of it anyway.
this is like the last thing for like the real fans
Yeah.
for the year because then the Super Bowl, and we love the Super Bowl. We love it. It's great.
Yeah.
But to some people, it's not about the game. It's about the commercials. It's
Yeah.
about the halftime show. It's about
All the celebrities and the stars that are in line and at the game. And then of course they price out the real fan because these tickets go for thousands of dollars.
an arm, a leg, a kidney, your
hmm
firstborn son.
Exactly. So this is like the obviously it's not the best weekend. Best weekend is divisional round, hands down. But the this championship weekend for the conference championships is the last true weekend for the football fan because by the time the Super Bowl hits, it's all about the commercials, all about the uh the stuff that they want to put on for the non-fan because it's an entertainment event. It's like the VMAs, it's like the Oscars, it's like the Emmys. It's a whole big event that, all they want to do is drive up viewership and, make it a whole massive thing. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. But in any case, conference championships, NFC's first at 3 o'clock, Eagles and the Commanders. By the way, a lot of buzz about the Commanders around town over here in DC. So um obviously uh there's a lot of excitement for that. And of course they go up by 95 to Philadelphia. Bill, I know as a Giant fan, you look at this and you're like, what the, you know what?
Oh, dude, you don't know what I'm thinking right now. I I don't want I don't want to think about it. I really don't want to think about it. This is like my okay, not my personal hell, more like my personal purgatory.
Right.
This is not my personal hell. Okay, you know what would be my personal hell, Reg? If this was Eagles Cowboys.
See, it to me it doesn't really make a difference. I don't know. Maybe you and I have different viewpoints. Obviously, you hate the Cowboys and the Eagles more than you hate the Commanders, so that's why you're probably not so crazy about it.
And like, listen, I'm not thrilled about the Commanders being in it either, but still, at least because the Commanders, to me, they're the team that, as of this moment in the NFC East, they bother me the least. And because, the Eagles, their fans are absolute psychopaths,
Yeah.
and the Cowboys are the Cowboys. But I don't, but in all honesty, this game is going to be, if you're a Giants fan like me, you're not going to enjoy this, but on the surface, as a football fan, this is going to be a good game. I have a feeling this is going to be a good game.
I think so too. One because you have the Eagles, who have a high power running game. If Jalen Hurts is healthy enough, which he probably will be, but he's been slow out of the pocket too. Um, he'll be effective if all goes well. But then of course you have the Commanders factor too. You have the fact that Washington um has a sensational rookie quarterback who is a dog and literally does not give two flying whats about what his status is in the NFL. Like, no, he plays well. He's a great player and he's cool and he's calm and he's collected. And then of course, um, you have that. The Commanders' offense in general has been very good. Defense has been solid as well. I mean, they gave 31 points to the Lions, but I mean, the Lions are also a good offensive team. Um, but and they played each other and they competed well, Bill.
Yes. No,
So
yes, because last week, remember, I had Detroit winning, and
yeah,
this is if the Commanders go all the way, then they're the GOAT right now. You know why? Because you took a rookie quarterback during a rebuild, you took a head coach who was nobody's first choice, wasn't
yeah,
even Washington's first choice. You could have had someone like a Ben Johnson as your head coach, and they ended up going with Dan Quinn, and you are like now one game away from the Super Bowl. So, and on top of that, you knocked off the number three seed, which, okay, you know what? I'm not going to give much impress to the number three seed because it's the NFC South, folks. There's nothing to be impressed about.
yeah.
And then you knocked off the number one seed. So you are now a team. So this is now a team that is that is now a serious contender. And I think Jaden Daniels is gonna really give it his all on Sunday. Terry McLaurin, this is gonna be Washington's gonna come up, is gonna come to play.
I'm
And
pumped up. I'm pumped up across. And look, and I'm not a Commanders fan, but I will obviously be rooting for any of the NFC teams, whoever makes the Super Bowl. So I'm hoping it's them. You know, I got Eagles fans in my life that they're not annoying, but they're very, how should I say, uh, selfish and cocky and annoying. Um, they're not bad people. They're uh, but yeah, maybe they are a little. I don't know how to explain it.
all
Uh,
right. So, and then you got the Eagles, Saquon, who's been a beast. I think the key thing is Washington has got to stop Saquon.
which is gonna be a hard task to do. They didn't do it both times. Um, it's stopping Saquon, and also, you know, again, I don't know, Jalen. I don't know about Jalen Hurts, only because um he wasn't moving great the last time. He played well enough, but he wasn't moving great the last time. He had to have a heavy reliance on the run game to get through that matchup against the Rams. So the key really, yeah, stop Saquon, but also make sure that Jalen Hurts doesn't have any time to throw if he has any opportunities to throw, and make sure that you don't allow the Eagles to change up their game plan because they will.
They got to contain Jalen Hurts because not only can he throw, he's very mobile.
Exactly. So that's a big thing for them, for Washington. Of course, Eagles, I'm not going to say it twice. Feed, you feed your boy Saquon and you let him do his thing. He had two big time rushing touchdowns last weekend. There's no reason why you can't feed him the rock. Keep giving him the ball.
Give him the ball. Give him the ball.
So yeah, that's that, and then also the defense. Yeah, make sure you contain because this is a Washington offense is a lot better than we think and scary, scary. Um, if you can if they start moving the ball well and stuff, so it's something that Philly has to really think about, and again, not get so not get so uh cocky and make sure that they, you know, don't necessarily sleep on the Commanders.
Oh, yeah, I would say do not sleep on the Commanders right now.
And make sure Jaden Daniels doesn't have time to throw. Because if it's time to throw, man, you're gonna have a rough time.
Yeah, and you got to contain him.
Yeah. And then following that, we have a 6:30 matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC title game.
A game that
One,
Reggie is not looking forward to.
no, and I'm not rooting for anybody in this game. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't like any of these teams. And look, I really don't have a reason to hate the Chiefs, but they're annoying. They're incredibly annoying. Oh, how true is this news? They're incredibly annoying, and the one thing that I'm so sick and tired of with the Chiefs is the fact that, and let's be honest, the refs get into these games. They get into these games. Bottom line. The bottom line is that they favor the Chiefs, and I'm sick and tired of it. I am very, very sick and tired of it. Um, so and then on top of that, you have Buffalo, and I hate Buffalo. And no, I'm not gonna be, well, pick one or the no, man. I don't like any of these teams. Why the hell should I root for any of these AFC teams? I want them both to die. I want them both
Okay,
to,
that's being a little harsh.
well, not literally, Bill, but like, I want them to strangle each other in the ring. That's how I feel like it. It's like two bears, two wild big time bears attacking each other. Like
You know what
that's
it
what I
is?
want.
I think how you feel about the AFC is how I feel about the NFC game.
At least you're comfortable knowing, hey, look, if it is Washington, it is what it is. I can't stand both of these teams. I
Like,
can't.
now listen, if Philly wins the NFC game, then I'm rooting for whoever wins the AFC game. I don't care if it's KC or Buffalo. If Philly wins, I will be rooting for either KC or Buffalo.
See, yeah, see, I can't. I just can't.
And listen, I
Like
would
the
like to see Buffalo win. They
I
are a
don't.
New York team. Sorry, Reg. And I don't know. And I don't know. This might gain me points with our very dear friend Nate Moser. Um, I would like to see Buffalo win.
Mm.
I would. It's a New York team. But
And that's another thing. People keep telling me, well, they're from New York. No, they're from Buffalo.
is it
They
Buffalo in New
they're
York, Reg?
Buffalo's team.
Are they
Not New
upstate
York,
New York or are they Western New York?
Buffalo. All right.
Reggie, are they upstate New York or are they Western New York?
I mean, I would say both, but of course we can't say upstate New York because they get offended. Um, in any case, no. The bottom line is I can't root for the Bills. They're within the division. I hate the Bills. I don't hate Bills fans, but I hate the Bills.
One of
Okay.
your very best friends is a Bills fan, Nate Moser.
Yeah, I have a lot of Bills fans in my life. So that's the thing. Like, I don't hate them. They're obviously very excited for their team, as they should be. I can't see the Buffalo Bills. I can't see that. It would make me so upset. But in any case, Chiefs Bills. That's the 6:30 game. The Bills have to win this. I'm sorry. Look, obviously, I don't want the Buffalo Bills winning, and they're I hate them, but I cannot see Patrick Mahomes three-peat. I can't. I absolutely cannot. I'm not rooting for anybody, but the one thing I would hate more is to watch Patrick Mahomes win the third straight Super Bowl, and it seems like Kansas City is well on their way to doing that. So,
And you know what? I, I have a controversial opinion here. If the Chiefs get the three-peat, I think Mahomes may pass Brady as the GOAT.
oh no, 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 he is. I don't know about winning this Super Bowl. He's definitely going to be in the high
Brady never
conversation.
three-peated, did he?
Like that's the thing, Bill, you're spot on about that. Like I think if he wins three straight, which he probably will, and wins another one, I don't know if it's a four straight or if it's okay, he takes a year off from winning a Super Bowl, then wins again. We have to say he's the GOAT. But I think winning the third straight and the way he's doing it, which is fairly similar to Brady, right? He gets all the calls and flip flops, and on top of that, the AFC sucks. Um, I think we do have to start having that conversation to be three peats, and then if he wins another one, I don't care how many Super Bowls Tom Brady has. He has seven. Okay, cool. Patrick Mahomes three-peating? No one's ever done that.
No one has
No
ever
one.
done that. But you know what it is, Reg? It's like there's this old saying. Breaking news, we'll get to that in a minute. Um,
Yes,
but anyway, there's a saying, evil does not die off. It reinvents itself.
exactly.
And guess what? The
It
great evil
regenerates.
doesn't die off, my friend. It just reinvents itself. The
It,
Patrick Mahomes.
it, 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 it like it regenerates. It's like Deadpool. You die, then you come back to life.
And
Oh my goodness.
it just it, and there's a it just it's like when the Chiefs played the Patriots years ago, and we were all rooting for the Chiefs against the Patriots. It's like that classic meme from the quote from The Dark Knight. You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Right.
And the Chiefs have officially become the villain.
Exactly.
And you know what it is? The Bills are going to have to beat two teams this weekend. They're going to have to beat the Chiefs and they're going to have to beat the freaking refs.
Yeah.
Because you know they're going to give Pat Mahomes. It's going to be breathing number 26 on Pat Mahomes. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down. They're going to get all the calls. But I think Buffalo beat them in the regular season. Let's think about that for a sec.
But Josh Allen always beats them in the regular season.
But can now
Never,
Josh
never
Allen
beating them in the playoff.
can Josh Allen hold his ground now and beat Buffalo and beat KC in the AFC Championship?
So we'll have to see about that. Obviously, the Buffalo Bills, they have to utilize all of their game, their defense, their running game, their passing game, you name it. And then of course the Chiefs, whether they have a good or bad game, they always find ways to win. So I guess you know just make sure you're playing Buffalo well. Make sure you have a high power defense. So make sure that defense comes up big and stops the offensive game from Buffalo, and then do let Patrick Mahomes do the rest.
All right, dude.
All right, so
We
we're
got
we're gonna go to head coaching right
oh,
now.
we gotta finish.
Exactly, exactly, Bill. I got you. I got you. Okay. Um, just as we're talking about these championship games, we got news in the wires coming in. Billy Boy, take it away.
All right. Well, we got a new head coach in hire. The Las Vegas Raiders of Oakland have officially hired Pete Carroll
How
as
about
their new
that?
head coach.
And of course, um, once Ben Johnson went to Chicago, it was anybody's game
Oh,
in
it
Las.
was.
So Pete Carroll going to the Las Vegas Raiders. I keep saying Oakland Raiders. They're the Oakland Raiders.
Hey, they're the Las Vegas Raiders of Oakland.
Whatever. Okay, so he's going to Vegas. That was coming in as we were talking about the championship games. I love it. I love it. Look, I don't want to hear this nonsense. Pete Carroll, his time uh has expired in the NFL. We He can no longer coach because the NFL's past his time. Bullshit. Bullshit. Pete Carroll knows how to coach. Okay, he's older than a lot of the head coaches nowadays, but he can still coach. And he's won a Super Bowl. And look, Pete Carroll has always made the playoffs on any of his teams. They always make the playoffs. Maybe not with the Jets, but that's the Jets. That's their problem. Pete Carroll's a great coach, and he will reshape that Vegas team. And a team that has somewhat good talents, I'm talking to you, Brock Bowers, that's going to be a team that's going to be a destination you want to go to now that Pete Carroll's running the show. It's a great hire. I love it.
I think it's good too. I think they need a big culture change right now. I think Antonio Pierce tried. but I think you need someone with experience like Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And look, I do think Pierce got hosed. I really do believe that. I think that the offense. Look, the front office didn't do a great job of getting the players needed, and I don't think last season with the players that they had was really a reflection of Antonio Pierce as a coach. But I'm with you, Bill. This is about bringing experience and bringing in winning culture, and you have a winning coach that could do it. So, no brainer. Again, like while I feel bad for Pete, sorry, so while I feel bad for Antonio Pierce, I think this is the best move for them.
I think
And
this is a great move too. And we wish him all the best in his new endeavors.
yes,
And we have some other head coaching news.
yes.
We
Um,
talked about Ben Johnson Monday night when we did our CFP
yeah,
live stream.
that
Um,
that that sped up pretty quick after the Lions lost their divisional round game. And then, of course, another Lions coach is off the table. He's on my team, the New York Jets.
Aaron Glenn is the new New York Jets head coach.
Yeah, he'll be introduced on Monday. That's what the last thing we heard. I think it's like a 5-year deal. So he's going to get at least 3 years, barring anything absolutely catastrophic happening over the first 1 or 2 years. He'll get at least three. So Aaron Glenn, new Jets head coach. I'm not mad. I'm not upset about it, Bill. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I just wish that the Jets would heavily focus on bringing in experience, just sort of like the Raiders did. Like the Raiders were able to get Pete Carroll. Why couldn't the Jets go after someone like Pete Carroll? I don't want to hear that he didn't want to be here. A phone call
One
or
more
a
call.
text, a lunch meeting, something. You mean tell me you couldn't get him in there, for at least a conversation? You mean tell me you couldn't talk to Mike McCarthy? I thought this was going to be a thorough head coaching search, and it was. They talked to like 15 people. But if it's going to be thorough, you see Mike McCarthy become available. That's a no-brainer. You try to get McCarthy, right? At least
Yeah.
that's what we thought. Um, so they didn't do that. They obviously talked to Flores. It wasn't really their choice. They ended up going with someone that they felt more comfortable with. Um, it's funny because they told us, Bill, that they were going to make a safe hire. Aaron Glenn is your safe hire? Really? Strange. Former Jet, did very well when he was with the Jets. He saw the transition from the really god awful days with Richie Kotite to the great days, the turnaround with Parcells, some great times with Herm Edwards made the playoffs. Um, so he saw the evolution of the Jets from the worst team to AFC title game appearance. So he knows what it takes to turn around a team, I guess. And all I could say is that I wish him the best. But the thing is, I don't know what Aaron Glenn is as a head coach. I don't. I don't know what to expect. But I can't really be upset about it because out of all the first time candidates, he was the only one just because with that jet connection, because he knows, he understands the organization that I would have hired him if he was going to be, if I was going to go first timer. And that's exactly what they did. What are your thoughts, Bill?
About them hiring Aaron Glenn. To me, I'm sort of mixed on this matter because on one hand, you and I have been saying the Jets can't afford to do any more on the job training. They can't, I think at this point you need someone who has experience as a head coach. And I was thinking about Pete Carroll. Yeah, by the way, all my coaching carousel predictions have been wrong.
Yep.
I feel like such an idiot.
Yep.
But anyway, but anyway, you need someone. I think you need someone with experience. But I'm thinking, okay, Aaron Glenn might be the one that I would be willing to make an exception for.
Yeah. And to me, the fact of the matter is this. I feel like for Aaron Glenn, since it's so personal to him being with the Jets, I think he's gonna care about the job more. He's gonna want to make sure that he gets the right coaches in here, that he gets the right players in here, and they're still looking for a GM. He's apparently a part of those meetings on hiring the GM, which is very interesting. Since for first time head coach at least. So look, it's hard not to embrace it for that reason. Like you don't want to be mad at the Jets and be like, I can't buy into this. No, you want to buy into it because you want the Jets to succeed. So let's see how it works out. I wish him the best, and I'll be rooting hard for him and the gang green and coming in 2025. So let's go. Let's do it. And then overnight, Billy Boy, we got word. Well, this really started like in the afternoon. We thought Liam Cohen was going to go back to Tampa Bay, become one of the highest paid coordinators. Um, After whatever deal fell through with Jacksonville. However, I think he had a change of heart after they fired Trent Baalke.
I guarantee because when the coaching carousel began, and this was before Balky was fired, I told you Jacksonville is probably going to be the least wanted destination.
Mhm.
Is going to be the least wanted destination because you'd have to deal with Trent Baalke. But now, since that is no longer the case, guess what? They have Liam Cohen. I wonder if Liam Cohen said, you know what, I'll come, but you got to fire Balky.
Yeah.
But now Liam Cohen is going to be the new head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think this is a good pick. What do you think?
I mean, look, Liam Cohen obviously was a great coordinator in Tampa Bay. And um, sort of under the radar. No one was really talking about him until this coaching cycle. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a good pick for Jacksonville. Let's see how it works out.
I think
Uh,
he could tool well with
yeah,
Trevor Lawrence because he's been kind of
and this is Lawrence's second turnaround with a offensive head coach, right? So
yeah, because let's be honest, Lawrence has been trash, but
yeah,
okay, like the first season, I'm sorry, I keep repeating this, Reg. Like the first season, you can't entirely blame him. He was just thrown in a bad situation
yeah,
with one of the worst human beings on earth, Urban Meyer. Again, Urban Meyer's not just a bad NFL head coach, he's just a bad person. But anyway, because of Urban Meyer. But then Doug Peterson, you saw some sparks the first time, but then he just went downhill. So I think maybe someone like Liam Cohen can really help Trevor Lawrence. I think someone like Liam Cohen can really be a big help because look like he really helped with Baker Mayfield,
yeah.
really helped with Baker Mayfield. So I think he can really help turn around Trevor Lawrence just like he did with Baker Mayfield. And I think Liam Cohen's going to do a good job with this Jacksonville offense.
It's a different perspective. That's how I view it, about you know,
Okay.
but it's a good perspective. Let's see if it works out for Jacksonville. But Liam Cohen changed his mind. He's going to Jacksonville. That broke overnight. And we'll see how it all works out there. And then we're still waiting on the New Orleans Saints to hire their guys. Um, I think Mike McCarthy's interviewing there, so we'll keep tabs on that one and so many other places.
We got New Orleans and Dallas. I think those are the only two that are
I
left,
think we're
right?
the only two. Dallas, I don't know what Dallas is doing.
And you know what? We said this about Dallas from the beginning. They just really screwed up
Yeah,
because instead of parting ways with McCarthy on Black Monday,
yeah,
you waited too long. You missed out on Ben Johnson. You missed out on Aaron Glenn. You missed out on Pete Carroll. And you're basically going to get the table scraps at this point.
yeah.
If you're the Cowboys, you're basically getting the table scraps.
I think the last I heard was Brian Schottenheimer. Um, Obviously, everyone knows Schottenheimer. He's a longtime offensive coordinator in the NFL, bounced around so many different teams. I guess I wouldn't be against it. He's been with the Cowboys for a little bit, and obviously will be fresh perspective for organization. I believe this will be his first time too. Um,
I would say Kellen Moore.
I think so too.
I think
I,
Kellen Moore
I
would
don't
be a good
know.
pick.
Yeah,
I'm going to say Kellen Moore. New Orleans, I don't know what they're going to do,
yeah,
but Dallas, this is what happens when you wait to the last minute.
yeah. I don't know if Brian Schottenheimer was really on their radar. That's the thing. But he now is. So I don't know. I don't know what Dallas is gonna do.
Hey, bro, maybe you get Robert Salah. He's a leader of men.
Well, by the way, Robert Saleh's going to San Francisco. So,
Well, welcome back. Welcome back. That was a close one.
Can you imagine if Robert Saleh gets a second head coaching job, whether it was with Jacksonville, whether it was with Dallas? Can you imagine after he gets fired out of the first one for being such a horrible, horrible head coach, that he gets another job? I would have been dumbfounded. I was like, that would have been really, really surprising.
You're then, you know what? It's just go back to being a coordinator. Being a head coach wasn't exactly for you. Just go back to being a coordinator.
Yeah, I would not have understood that.
And
Um,
but I feel like if Mike McCarthy gets another head coaching job in, like, let's say if the Saints hire him, I don't think I'd be too because usually most head coaches they take like a year or so before they go back in to being a head coach. Like, look what happened with Mike Vrabel. He basically took a year and then now he's coaching in New England.
right.
But or Doug Peterson, he took a couple years after Philly and now he's in Jackson and then he was in Jacksonville now. Who knows what's going to happen with him? But I feel like Mike McCarthy, I feel because he's going to be fresh out of a head coaching position. And remember, the Bears wanted to interview him.
Mm.
So now he's going to be in. I think he's going to go to. So I think there's a chance the Saints might hire McCarthy because they wanted Glenn. I guarantee you, dude, they wanted Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, no, and, Low key hoping for that. Um, but yeah, no, the Jets wouldn't allow Aaron Glenn to. He went to Detroit and then came back and and got it done with the Jets. So yeah, it was very obvious that the Jets wanted no part of him going to New Orleans and interviewing. Because can you imagine? I just know they were going to blow him away with some big time offer. Um, but whatever. New Orleans, Dallas, still waiting on them on their head coaching stuff.
So yeah, anyway, we got tied up in this head coaching stuff. We got to make our picks for the conference championship games.
Yes. We totally forgot about that, didn't
Yeah, we
we?
got so swept up in the excitement, didn't we?
Okay. Well, it's an exciting time. How can you not get swept up over it?
It's an exciting time to be alive, isn't it?
Good God. Yes, it is. All right. Conference championship. For the Eagles Commanders, I'm gonna go Eagles.
You're going with the Eagles.
Yeah.
Ooh, I would like to see Washington win, but I have a feeling Philly's going to win.
And then Buffalo KC.
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going Buffalo.
I think the Chiefs are gonna repeat. They're gonna three-peat KC.
I'm already leading you in pick 'em, so I might as well go balls to the wall at this
Oh yeah,
point.
yeah, no, you're gonna win Pick'em. I'm
I
not
might as
worried.
well go balls to the wall.
I'm not worried about that
But
anymore.
anyway, but no, I
Pick'em
think,
is
but I would like to see. I think Philly's going to win, but I would like to see Washington win.
um so in any case,
And I got to show you a quick. This is courtesy of NFL memes.
go for it.
You see it?
Not yet. I got it now.
Okay. For those, dang it, dang it. Okay. For those of you who are listening to the audio, it says, what would happen if these four remaining teams win the Super Bowl? The Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes enters serious GOAT debate. The Bills. Josh Allen officially ascends Lamar and Burrow. The Commanders. Jaden Daniels immortalized for best rookie season ever. The Eagles. We'd probably quickly move on with our lives. Reg, are these accurate statements?
No, I think Philly would burn the city down.
Remember, if Philly goes to the Super Bowl, we got to think about it this way, my friend. I've said this the past two times they've been in the Super Bowl. Regardless of who wins, the city of Philadelphia loses.
Yeah.
The city of
So,
Philly is going to lose.
oh my goodness. Oh God.
All right.
Excuse me.
So we got some baseball talk actually.
Yes, let's start off with Hall of Fame, Bill, because the Hall of Fame ballots have come in this week, and in total, five, including the three via the baseball writers ballot, are going into the Hall of Fame. Via the baseball writers ballot, we have Ichiro Suzuki, first ballot Hall of Famer. CC Sabathia, first ballot Hall of Famer, and Billy Wagner, uh, 10th ballot. He gets in on the final time. Um, so hey, I'm happy for Billy Wagner. I just don't know if I necessarily agree with it on the baseball writers ballot, but it is what it is. This is how it all lined up. Um, Ichiro, obviously first ballot. He missed it by one vote for being unanimous, which is crazy.
Oh,
It's
that's insane.
insane. Like, what the hell are we doing? Like, why? If you know he's a Hall of Famer, Bill, if you know he's a Hall of Famer, just vote for him. It's okay. I get it. You probably one of those old time baseball writers. Either he's a baseball writer that wants the attention, or he's an old school baseball writer that's like, no, no, no. First ballot, I don't vote for real big time Hall of Famers who I know is going to get it anyway. No, just vote for it. Vote for Ichiro. What's the knock on Ichiro?
Did you hear about this though? Ichiro said the guy who didn't vote for me, let's go have a drink and have a chat.
Yeah, I did hear about that. Um,
I wonder if that guy's gonna reveal himself.
Probably not.
And Ichiro got the Jeter treatment,
As he should. You know,
as
you
in
know,
only one person missed out on him. Only one person didn't vote
I,
for him.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand why Ken Griffey was not um unanimous. Derek Jeter, we don't know why he's not unanimous. Like, why are these big time, for a fact, Hall of Fame? Why aren't they unanimous? It doesn't make any sense. Like, what are we doing? So Ichiro, he misses out unanimous by one vote, gets 393 for a total percentage of 99.7. And then, of course, our boy CC Sabathia got 342 votes from the baseball writers, 86.8%. Um, this is a great thing for CC. Yeah, I'm so happy for him. You have no idea how
First
pumped I am
ballot,
for him.
no questions about it.
Yeah. So I'm pumped about that. And then of course Billy Wagner, um, longtime closer, Astros, Mets, so many other teams. He gets in at 82.82.5% again in his final year on the ballot. Um, like I said, Bill, for Billy Wagner, I'm not necessarily agreeing with it, but I'm happy for him because he was a good closer. Uh, may not have been the best closer. It's very tough to top Mariano Rivera and Trevor Hoffman, but he was a good closer. And when he needed to do it, he did it well. So
Oh, absolutely.
I don't agree with it on the baseball writers ballot, but it's fine. We'll let it go. He's a Hall of Famer. It is what it is.
This is like the least bad pick they made.
Yeah, but man, my boy CC.
CC is in.
Man, you should have seen it. Well, let me get the Hall of Fame threads for a second. I want to show you the Hall of Fame threads.
We're just looking for the Hall of Fame threads.
Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy, Bill. Come on, man. I'm about to show CC for those of you listening on the him in the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, looking fly in his Hall of Fame jersey. Look at that shit. Look at that shit.
Pretty fly.
Look at that shit. Oh, CC. Here's Ichiro. Let's see. And of course, there's all three of them. There's Billy Wagner and all that stuff. Um, Tremendous.
I wonder if Ichiro girl is gonna be at the ceremony.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny if she is.
She should get an invite.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. They should all get invites for sure. Um, that you're gonna see a lot of Japanese media, a lot of Japanese fans, a lot of Japanese media. It's gonna be a massive day in Cooperstown in July. So
What is?
yeah, it's gonna be an awesome day too. So um, I like this Hall of Fame class. Now obviously you got bones to pick about other other players that didn't get in. As you saw from the first time around, um, you saw Beltran had a massive jump, Bill Beltran. 13.2 uh percentage. He's gone up. He's now at north of 70% in terms of the vote. And then of course Andrew Jones going up 4% to 66.2. It is absolutely absurd that Andrew Jones only at 66% of the vote. Crazy. Um, Chase Utley with a big jump. Andy Pettit with a big jump. 7 years on the ballot, but goes up 14 points. So that's all good. Me and Rifkin talked about it, but I'm glad that Dustin Pedroia and David Wright are also getting second looks. Uh,
That's a
Pedroia,
good. That is a good thing.
Pedroia's getting a second time. David Wright, I believe, we get a third ballot. So, interesting stuff there. And then, of course, more baseball news. How about this, Bill? More trouble in paradise for Shohei Ohtani's um, former interpreter, Mizuhara, who the federal prosecutors are asking for a 57-month prison sentence.
Wow.
And they just uncovered more really damning evidence. Apparently, and I think it's all over. You go on, search Google, whatever it is. They actually have the audio of a phone call where Mizuhara was calling a bank because he was trying to transfer some money around, obviously to whatever bookie, the gambling guy that he was working with, and um, but he couldn't get to Ohtani's account via online banking, so he called Ohtani's bank and impersonated Shohei and tried to get the money. He got verified, which is absurd.
That is insane.
He got verified as Shohei Ohtani, and he was able to wire, I think it was like something about $200,000 to this guy, whatever it is. I mean, just absolutely insane. But again, um that phone call, you can probably hear it online somewhere. Um, Here's my thing, Bill.
Let's hear the
I
thing.
I don't buy it. I feel like I think the interpreter definitely impersonated Shohei Ohtani. I think he definitely took money out of his account to pay off this bookie. I just don't buy this idea that it was just the interpreter. And obviously, I think I do believe when I hear stuff like he has a gambling addiction and he was really gambling. I just cannot buy that Shohei was not involved in this. I can't buy it. I'm sorry. Call me crazy, Bill. I think Shohei, and baseball's trying to cover this shit up.
Oh, they are.
I know for a damn fact he's involved in this. I don't know how involved he is. I don't know if he was a part of the gambling ring. I don't know if I know for a fact, Bill, Shohei's involved in this. You cannot say that he isn't.
Oh, he's a. Oh, he. You think he might be involved in this?
Yes, I know he's involved in this. There's no way he's not. Because that much money cannot be away from your account, Bill. You cannot have lost that much money and not know about it. I'm sorry. With all the technology we have today,
You
there's
think
just
Shohei's
no way.
involved?
I think he's involved.
I think he's involved too.
I don't know how involved he is. He's guilty of something.
Subpoena his ass.
And here's the thing. There was an investigation some time ago. Baseball does not want that investigation out there. I wonder why baseball does not want that
I
investigation.
think I know why baseball doesn't want this investigation out there.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to tarnish the name of their great of the
Mhm.
prodigal son.
Yeah, this is all about
We
protecting
demand an
Shohei.
investigation.
Yeah, this is all about protecting Shohei from any type of trouble because they don't want their star big time player to be scrutinized. I
Oh, you got
can't
trouble,
buy
my
it.
friend. Loads
I
and loads of trouble.
I
Trouble with a
can't buy
capital
it.
T and that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. Stands for pool.
I'm not saying that the interpreter, I'm sure the interpreter really does have a gambling addiction. I'm very sure that the interpreter impersonated Otani to get money. I just can't buy that Shohei did not know about any of this. That is just absolutely ridiculous. It's absurd. And look, credit to Mizuhara. He's taking the blame. He's taking all the blame
I
to
want
protect his guy.
Otani subpoenaed.
Like, I want more information. What did that investigation say? That has not been released yet. What did it say? And why are the feds only going after um this interpreter but not going after Shohei?
That
They basically gave Shohei not a slap on the wrist. They gave him a pound in the back. That's what happened.
they just gave him a slap on the wrist. Oh, pat on the back.
A pound in the back. They're like, it's okay, buddy. What's with it, baseball? What's it with feds? Come
Hey,
on.
and you want to know something else? How come like these people look so forward to throw the book at Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire, Roger Clemens, Sammy Sosa? They were like ready. They were so excited to literally throw the book at them.
Mhm.
And now they're but when it comes to Shohei, new phone, who this?
Protect him at all costs.
But when it
I
comes to
want,
Shohei,
I want more information, but
new phone,
very
who this?
very damning evidence coming out though, and it looks bad for Mizuhara. It looks really bad. That is not a good look for him. He's probably gonna go away for forever. Like that, you ain't gonna see him.
Going away to federal prison forever, or are they going to ship him to Siberia?
I mean, either way, he's gonna have a miserable time.
I wrote Siberia. Siberia sounds fun. Well, no,
Yeah,
no, it's not
man.
fun, but sending someone to this is going to be a blast.
Oh my God.
Reg,
That
we're terrible human beings.
sure we are.
Um,
Um,
but no, vote his ass to Siberia.
oh,
Send his
Jesus.
ass to Siberia. So, yeah, that's what's going on with the Shohei thing. Baseball fans, hello.
In any case, pitchers and catchers report next month.
You know why I love that so much? It's the first unofficial sign of spring.
Yeah,
While I sit here in the cold, because here in New York, it's been cold as ass this week. It's been freezing.
right.
And there's snow on the ground, but knowing that baseball is coming, the snow will be melted, the grass will be green. We'll hear the noise of the crowd. Reggie, it's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. It'll be great to see our New York Yankees prepare for what could be a big season for them. Um, and then obviously we'll follow all things baseball. The Dodgers loading up again. The Mets, by the way, Pete Alonso and Mets. Kiss and make up, please. Get inside a room and do your 7 minutes in heaven in a closet and reunite so that the Mets can have a protection for Juan Soto in the lineup.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. But of course they won't do that.
They're
Um,
not going to do it, are they?
he'll go somewhere else and they're gonna rue the day that they let Pete Alonso go.
And the Mets doing dumbass Met things, aren't they?
Yep. In any case, can't wait for baseball season. Starts in less than a month, I think. Less than a month.
Can't wait,
Uh, uh,
baby.
it's gonna
But
be
we still got 2 more weeks of football though.
yeah, and obviously, we have the championships, and we have the Pro Bowl games, and then Super Bowl.
Next week's gonna be a weird week because we're sort of in that weird limbo period.
Yeah, before the Super Bowl, there's nothing.
Because you know what it is? It's like that week between Christmas and New Year's
Right.
when you're still sort of in limbo.
Yeah, you're 6 days, 6, 7 days to the new year. So yeah.
Yeah, because at like one point it's like the day after the conference championship is like December 26th. Like, okay, Christmas is over, but it's still the holiday season. You're still having fun, you're still partying. The day after Super Bowl Sunday is like January 2nd. It's basically January 2nd
Yeah,
because you're basically crap, it's over.
yeah.
But hey, we'll that is it for today. We will see you next week.
If you like what you see, subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. And always support us. Hit the bell for notifications for when we go live and all that stuff, when we post a new video. Log on to our website, thesportsanitynetwork.com, and then follow our socials. Just search Sports Sanity Network. We appreciate you. We love you. We thank you for joining us.
Yes, we did.
All right.
And for all of us here, I'm Bill Corpus Crispy Murphy.
Danny Boy Reg, peace and love.
Stay safe.